in a settlement, and it's really all reactive because they're all coming off the heels of the Cassie situation, and they're further even coming more because now he's arrested, charged with a crime, and they're looking at it like they're saying this is the end game. So I don't know if that's true, but we'll see. It's kind of interesting that we're seeing that, some, like, I mean, this woman was like balling, bro. Did y'all see this? Like, she's balling, but like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching, I was like, oh my God, like, look. Dog, I watched this woman cry and I was just like, dude, look.
Yeah.
Look.
Which has made me feel even more alone in my struggles. I go through spells of being distant and withdrawn, that it's sometimes so hard to leave my house. The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health.
Nah, she was overacting there. I ain't gonna cap it.
He said she was overacting right there. I'm not gonna cap.
She was overacting here. I ain't even saying she not no victim, but like, yo, come on, bro. You know what's so funny? I think this shit was from like 2002. It's like 20 years ago. Whatever. Anyway, somebody told me to go look up something. I don't know who sent the donation. I want to read it again. By the way, as far as Jay-Z, someone said, yo, I should check out, and thank you for the donation for that. Who said that? Trap Thoughts, thank you for the 20. He says, Act, you got to see the video of Jay-Z punching and shoving a woman. Let's watch it.
Yo, this is a dance floor. Fucking Jackie Jack. You know that, nigga. Man, fucking Jackie Jack. Little bitch feeling. The Cali porno star. International P.I. The P.I. Big this world. He probably fucking your girl. The clip liquor. Big dicker. Ain't no head. You with a pistol. Make you eat your girl's menstrual. You got sickle. Talk to Satan. 6 triple. Niggas for niggas.
I don't know. What the fuck is this? I never heard the context behind that. Everybody got music behind. Like, what's the context? Okay. There's some context. As Mr. Carter walks in the room, he has a rather irritated look on his face and without hesitation lashes out on the unidentified female in the video. Video is brief but shows a lot. I don't know. Oh, Jay-Z told us last week that the woman Shaka Pilgrim is one of his best friends and insisted we were playing. Backstage director Chris Fiore said he left out footage where they were both laughing and hugged immediately afterwards. Let's see what she said. Shaka Pilgrim, Jay-Z. Has she spoke about it?
9 on the Hard Knock Life Tour, Jay-Z assaulted Rockefeller executive Chaka Pilgrim. He aggressively pushed her hard in the face, and despite the severity of the incident, she never filed charges, and it was ultimately swept under the rug.
Okay. Is this her? Okay, this is her in 2017.
I mean, it's just what it is, right? A lot of times, I mean, people say ego, right? But if you're chartering, territory that's never been charted, you go about forming relationships. Up, and I'm like, oh my God, I think.
I don't know if she addresses Jay. Apparently, it was playful. I don't know. I'm not gonna take it out of context. If she's still alive and she's not talking about it, it's like. Was she crying? Like, if she's speaking positively about it, like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. So that, and then Florence, thank you for the donation. You said I should look at what soft white underbelly. And you said look into Sugar Baby Tanya. Sugar Baby Tania? Tania? Who's that? Who's that? Sugar Baby. Who knows Tania? Did you give me the right name? You said Sugar Baby Tania, timestamp 13. She talks about almost sex trafficked and going to Diddy's party. I'm on that channel. Could you give me the name? Hopefully you're still in the chat. What am I looking for? Tania? I don't see any Tania. Is Tanya. Does anyone know what she's talking about? Sounds like an interesting like video. Oh, Tania. Okay. So someone said it's Tanea. No, that's not it. It can't be. They gave me a timestamp. The timestamp is 13 minutes. So it can't be this. This is only 11 minutes. Can't be this. I don't know if you can see it. This is 11 minutes and this is 8 minutes. Fuck. Try Tanya or Tania. Who are these people? It's unlisted. Why y'all say it's unlisted?
If you think Sacramento politician
Oh. Hold on. Okay, this is the woman's
real reasons why or what really happens. They don't know because they wasn't.
So apparently this was on the Soft White Underbelly YouTube channel, the archives, and apparently this video came out before all the allegations. So just to put in perspective, this video is before any allegations are made.
There, and that would affect me emotionally. But I got myself into a situation where I was about to get sex trafficked, and this was like
What?
This was like 3 years ago. And I was just like, it was a close one. You know, I came up on this prince, and he was Arabian, and he flew me to Miami, and he said I was going to be there for 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. He's talking about...
We were in a $30 million house, and I ended up being there for a month. And
hey,
I had
this
to
the girl that they was going to take her to Cuba. I heard about this.
escape, okay? And we were meeting so many girls, and girls from Love and Hip Hop was coming in the house, and celebrities was there, and all of this stuff. But it started to get real weird. You know, it was a lot of drugs. And, like, I don't do hard drugs like that. Like, I was smoking weed, you know, and they were doing hard drugs and stuff. And it was just like, it was getting, like, my gut was telling me something bad is about to happen. But he was trying to, like, distract us with buying this stuff. We was going shopping and doing all these things. And for some reason, I felt like I'm used to getting shit. But, like, this right here, where am I about to be tomorrow? And why are we still here? So then he says, well, we're going to go to Cuba. So the girls start talking in the house, and they're like, girl, I got to get back home. And he said that I can't leave. And I'm like, well, what is he going to do with us? Then, you know, we went to some celebrities' house, and we ended up at P. Diddy's house. And I just started hearing conversations, and I just got sex trafficking from it. Because, you know, I heard the prince saying something like, "Oh, you can have whoever you want." Like he was like selling us, you know. So I'm like, "Is this sex trafficking? Like, what the?" And it gave me a whole nother outlook on everything too, and I had to like really like pump my brakes on how I do things. And maybe because a week before that I had just said like, I want to be in Miami, I want to be around royalty, I want a nigga to spend this a much amount, and I realized everything that I said that I wanted, it came like the next week, but it didn't come how I wanted it to. And I don't like nobody saying I can't leave, you know, when I want to. Like if I got to get back to LA, handle some business, I'm a mother, like, what you mean I can't leave? So
You have kids.
yeah, yes,
How many kids?
5 kids.
You have 5 kids.
Yes.
So you need money to take care of them. Are you raising your kids?
Oh yeah, I'm raising my kids. They're all with me. But at a point in time, I'm gonna keep it real. They wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They are now. They wasn't. It was always at my grandma's house, at my mom's house, because I had shit to do. And I was in the music, you know. I was singing with YG at that time. And I had been for like a long time, but in and out of that, the music wasn't paying, so I really had to finesse. And I would be meeting like people in the industry, and I'd be finessing them too, you know. But I made sure with them we would have like relations, but I wouldn't like have sex with them because I didn't want it like coming up, like, oh, you fucked that producer, or oh, you did that, right? So I was real low key, but they understood like, you know, you got mouths to feed. But at the end of the day, I've been through so much, and I always think like, why do I do this shit? Like, you know,
All right.
Sound like some, I don't know, man. What does that sound like to y'all?
All right. What we ain't gonna do, chat, is to. So even me, I'm fascinated about, you know, as much as you think I'm industry, I'm fascinated about like the depths and levels of power, and the idea of not necessarily coercion, but what people do to convince you, right? Like hearing this woman's story, isn't that it doesn't jump off the page to me. Why? Entertainment and sex work have always ran parallel. I'm gonna be very honest with you and very clear with you. People have tried to, rappers, for example, I'll give you this as a thing, right? And I don't know if this is sex trafficking. I don't know. But this is very normal, just to let you know. At got some clout. At runs a media platform. They call me powerful. I just be at the crib, but they call me powerful. That's what they say, right? Rappers, executives at times want me to come out and hang out. Really, they want to just be cool with you, that they could get access to your platform, that they could use it as a funnel to send whatever they want to send through to make them a lot of money, right? Like, that makes sense, right? I don't want to go nowhere. Like, even these days, I don't want to go to, I've gotten invites from some of the most powerful people to like, yo, when are you coming out to LA? And I'm like, never. Like, LA's dead to me. I don't ever want to go to LA. Like, LA is just weird. I like Miami, though. But, like, I haven't gone anywhere recently.
He said LA dead to me. I like Miami, though.
This is what happens in the industry. When niggas, and I'm not saying necessarily me, but they have said it to me. Like, yo, the way to encourage someone to come out, or even get somebody to somewhere where you can have a meeting with them, but you want them to have fun, that maybe they could agree to maybe doing a deal with you or something like that, they offer women. That's definitely a fact, right? Like, I mean, like, that shouldn't be news. Yo, I got bitches for you. Like, I mean, you don't even gotta be rich or famous. Like, if your homie tell you to come out to the spot, you might be like, oh, nigga, I'm lazy. I'm in the crib. I just worked a double. You'd be like, yo, I got a bitch for you right now. Like, she bad. He sent you the picture of her gram. You're like, I'm getting ready. Like, that's kind of, so the industry uses that on steroids, right? So it's like, all right, bet. I want to be cool with Act, or I want to sign artist A. I bring them out, and then I have a lot of women who are just kind of around. They're not going to know they're sex workers. For all they know, they just think I'm the fucking man. I'm here. I got a bunch of quote unquote sex workers I done paid to fuck whoever. They come around me, we talk a little business, we have a little whatever. Yo, he sees one girl he likes. Like, I could act like I'm the dude said, yo, oh, you like her? Yo, I'm gonna put you on. It's a sex worker. Hat tells a chick to go fuck you. You over here thinking, damn, oh man, this guy is pretty cool. Like, he just, damn, yo, he, like, this is my man's. We chilled, we talked some business. He got the bitches who I'm fucking. Yeah, you end up doing business with the nigga. Really, the nigga just brought in some prostitutes, some sex workers, and just paid them to be there that they could, that's how, like in reality, like someone told me this, and this is very true. The most important business meetings are never done in the office. They're done in the strip club, the nightclub, is done at somebody's crib, is done at after parties. Why? Because at the end of the day, people's minds, fuck logic. If a nigga basically, like this, if I'm like some big powerful guy, I'm Diddy, okay? Just for the scenario, I want to do a deal with you, right? I bring you out, whatever. Like, we talking this and third. Like, the smart guys, and I've heard that executives do this and A&Rs do this. They'd be like, damn, well, you never fucked the Asian bitch? What? Man, come on, man. Like they find out your kinks. Like, they basically just, whatever your desires are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I just told a story, like, I won't mention the name now, but it's just like, fucking executives trying to sign up. Executives trying to sign an artist, learns what car the artist likes, buys the artist a car before he signs. Why? Let me give you whatever desire you have that you could sign this paperwork. Okay, yo, you never fuck an Indian bitch? I got you. Oh, you never did know. I know you had to have a threesome. You never had a threesome before? Man, who the two baddest bitches in here you like? Them two? I bet. Say less, man. I got you. Yo, matter of fact, yo, you're the guy. Like, yo, you gotta do this deal with me. All right, I'm gonna listen. These hoes, I got them. Like, I'm gonna. By the time you're gonna fuck both of them tonight, you on cloud a million. You end up fucking both chicks. You're like, damn, this nigga really like that. He told me what was gonna happen, and it happened. Granted, these are fucking sex workers. They're gonna fuck any nigga. They would have fucked a fist that night. They don't give a fuck. But it's part of kind of the gig. You lure people in by offering money, gifts, cars, women. Now, again, this is what I've seen, like, kind of just been like freely thrown around there. You know what I mean? Like, you'll go to an event, it might be like, yo, come to this boat party. And you go to boat parties, like 40 bad bitches. Like, shit, I've been there in Miami. All eights and up. You're like, God damn. And all of a sudden, you know what they say to you? You be like, yo, damn, which one's your girl? Ain't none of my girl. They're all your girl. You what girl you want? Yeah, like, they do offer women up to people. If you a hot rapper, by the sign, an A&R probably gonna get you some pussy, some weed, some coke. Like, that's just kind of what happens. Nobody's gonna officially talk about it. Like, what do you think happens when, like, every artist has this memory? Every new artist, and you got to be a person connected to an artist, that's what I'm saying. Every new artist, 100%, every new artist has this memory of them supposedly just signing or about to sign, especially if they were getting out. I won't name specific record labels because, shit, I used to have some business with them. But, like, even Capitol. If you were signed to Capitol back in the day, you had to do that LA trip. Y'all always staying at the same hotel. And if you had somebody who was in A&R trying to kind of court you or whatever the case is, you show up with maybe your mama or your daddy or maybe your uncle from the block. Then you bring like 3 or 4 of your homies. It's you and 3 other dudes. They want to show you a good time. They want to show you LA's lit. But they're not just going to bring you out to the open market and let's see what happens. Bro, they get a couple of bitches to fuck you. That's how it works. Be like, all right, the same bitches fuck the same rappers. And then you know what they do? They'd be like, yo, okay, all right, cool. Well, as soon as you get there, and that's another thing that nobody will admit. Yo, you could ask your record label to get you coke, pills, everything. Trust me. But no record labels, like, that's not in their official job title. Nobody's gonna admit that. Like, oh yeah, I used to get my artist pills. Like, fuck out of here. Like, no record label's gonna tell you that. But they all have done it. Because if an artist is in the studio and says, yo, I need a perk right now, man. I need a perk 30. And your A&R is sitting right there. Trust me, calling somebody to get that for you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
he ain't wrong. That's for sure. You could, especially if they want you, they about to sign you, they're gonna get you whatever you need.
like, there's a lot of like this like weird like gray area shit, but essentially, music and entertainment goes hand in hand with women and prostitutes. Like, a lot of these women are offering up, like, sex workers. Sex workers get used in the like. I could imagine trying to say I work at. Let me not bring up some agencies because I am signed to an agency. But if you're trying to sign somebody to one of the big three agencies, and you bring out, and this is a movie star, and the movie star says he likes strip clubs, bro, you think you're not about to bring him out to the club, use the agency card, buy a bunch of bottles, get a bunch of singles, and then tell a bitch to suck his fucking dick, that you could get him to sign on? When he has that experience, I think he'll be like, yo, that's the guy. Yo, I gotta sign with this agency. He know, like, I had the most lit time of my life. So, of course, sex work goes hand in hand with the industry. I guess we have to figure out which part does it turns into sex trafficking. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's illegal for sex work to be involved with the industry, everybody go to jail. Everybody just check in today. Because these executives, these A&Rs, your manager, everybody's gonna go. They're gonna pay some bitch to suck your dick. They want you to be happy. They're gonna get you some drugs and some pussy. That's how it works. Like, this is nothing crazy. Now, I'm not speaking for every, because I see some, like, I'm not speaking for every woman, but, like, I'm only listening to, somebody said I should listen to the whole part. I only see this 3-minute part. I'm listening to what she said, and it sounds like a woman who probably was just getting offered up to the industry. I don't know if that's sex, it feels like it's sex work. I don't think it's sex trafficking.
Nah, that shit makes sense.
I don't know. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, women like this get brought to, yo, when you're in the industry, you show up to a party, there's 30 girls, there's 8 dudes. All 30 girls got some type of incentive to be there. Now, again, I'm only speaking to, this is sex work and how it relates to the industry. I'm not speaking towards the Cassies and whoever else who believe they got literally R-worded or taken advantage of. I'm just only speaking towards sex work. So I know some of y'all are shocked. For me, I'm not that shocked, and I'm saying that's not abnormal. If you go link with, if you an artist that about to go link with Atlantic and they fly you to New York, and the person, the A&R or whoever who's like chopping it up with you, you tell them like, yo, say you have, like, you come in on a Friday, they're hoping you sign that Monday. They're gonna wine and dine you. Oh, go to dinner with so and so. You got studio time here. That's how they do it. That's how. If any artist who's ever got the wine and dine treatment from these labels, that's how they do it, bro. You got dinner tonight. You have blah 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 at you have studio the next night. Oh, and by the way, if you want to go out, you have a section at this spot. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that comes with the artist being like, all right, but what's up with the bitches? and they these labels know how to appeal to black men. And I'm not gonna say black men, just men. Oh, the bitches? What type of girl you like? All right. Now, if that's extravagant, as I said, lock the whole industry up. Because they use sex and drugs to get every artist. That's a fact.
And that's every industry though too. I mean, judges, lawyers, they all have their parties.
Okay. Speaking of you seen what? Okay. All right. Anyway, maybe I strayed off the path for a second. Let me show this next thing that's happening. So again, and this is making some of the accusers again. This doesn't reflect on Cassie, but the rest of these people who are making accusations, her attorneys are saying that they.
Where is? I'm trying to look for the.
Sorry, I'll tell you.
Where we're damn down.
They own Variety, Rolling Stone, Deadline, Billboard.
I think it was up here.
Defendant Thomas offering new terms. The terms being that Mr. Gallo could still book Sean John's campaign if he commanded the plaintiff to work Mr. Combs and BBE's upcoming White Party in the Hamptons as a go-go dancer.
What?
As plaintiff was a well-known and talented and highly sought-after dancer at the Larry Flynt's Hustler Club. In an effort to assist Mr. Gallo desire to become a model, the plaintiff would agree to what she believed to be legitimate employment with defendant Combs and BBE as entertainment at the white parties in the Hampton, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, okay, cool. So apparently they go to this white party. Let's gotta make sure there's no porn. Right. Is this naked? Fuck, I can't tell. Okay, she has a top one. All right, so the plaintiff believed this is a legitimate opportunity. She was picked up by Thomas in a car driven by one of the defendants. Okay. I'm trying to get to the part that she said she was sexually assaulted. Plaintiff's outfit in the above picture was provided to her uniform. She was away from the party, congregated. She was using the break room. She was encouraged directly by who's defendant Thomas? Fuck, I gotta see who that was. Give me 1 second. Let me interview who that was. Who's defendant Thomas? That's not the Big Joe dude, right? Who's Thomas? Defendant Thomas. Give me 1 second. No, it's Tamiko. Tamiko Thomas. Who the fuck is that? They had a picture of, well, we're not going back about them. Plaintiff was instructed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Plaintiff was strictly instructed by defendant Combs on which bottles of alcohol and champagne female employees were to exclusively drink from, and also required plaintiffs to take narcotics offered by a white party guest. Despite forced to be enduring copious amount of alcohol and consume illicit narcotics, the encounters plaintiffs was forced to endure was excruciating. So she remember, okay. Plaintiff performed at the expectation of defendant Combs, was personally thanks for obedience by Combs, was subsequently invited for future employment at white parties, paid in cash at the end of the night, typically ended between 4 and 6. Once the party concluded, plaintiff was paid by the defendant Thomas, who was given the money from Combs. All right, cool. Let's see, when was the sexual assault? this is a long ass lawsuit. Defendant Thomas was to defendant Combs as a Ghislaine Maxwell to Jeffrey Epstein. We've seen this in so many of these lawsuits. Oh boy. Okay. Combs makes.
That shit wild. She was the Ghislaine Maxwell to his Epstein.
Career advancement by way of music artist to the plaintiff. This is her again. All right. And this is long. I'm sorry, I can't read all this. Okay, here's the point. Her lawyers that filed this whole lawsuit, 114 pages, as you can see, chat. Right, like it would take us a while to just go through all this bullshit. Right. Essentially, her lawyers are now saying they want to get out of the case. Let's go to why. Right. They filed this motion yesterday or 2 days ago in court on October 2nd, 2024, and it goes like this. The law office of Ariel Mitchell, which is this person here, so her law office, and the supported law offices submitted this memorandum of law in support of a motion, basically saying that it wants to withdraw as counsel of record for the plaintiff, right? This is what they have said, okay? Let me see. Right. They said the argument is a few things. The argument is that said there are 4 independent and satisfactory reasons to grant the attorney's request to withdraw as the plaintiff's counsel. The first one is the plaintiffs have provided conflicting instructions that make it unreasonable and difficult for attorneys to effectively represent the plaintiff. So a lawyer may seek to withdraw, blah, blah. So they cite a bunch of case laws. Okay, cool. So what this sounds like to me is that this person is instructing their lawyer to do multiple things. Like, for example, if you're suing someone or you're being sued and you have an attorney, your attorney is going to say to you, hey, are you interested in a settlement? Hey, are you interested in a plea deal? Hey, are you interested in, how should discovery look? How should this be? Are you interested in mediation? Are you interested in whatever?
Right.
And apparently they're saying that this person is given conflicting
Nah, that's not the part. Let's find it.
things. Like maybe they're like, no. Additional money to really investigate these things, especially since Diddy isn't just giving out easy settlements anymore. They're gonna have to work for it. They're gonna have to really take this shit to court. And I think they're all evaluating these alleged plaintiffs and saying, some of y'all.
Wait, what? This says pre-freak-off academics reacts to ex-model detailing her experience at a Diddy party with some celebs. Get into it. That's the shit we don't hear about.
Was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever.
This the girl that they were gonna traffic. Diddy was gonna traffic in the prince in Cuba. I believe they were gonna take her to Cuba, and we already know, chat, what happens at Cuba.
And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak offs at. And I never knew that we were going to go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs ended at like 3 or 4, not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber. And me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him. Da-da-da. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there. It's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived. Security guard patted us down. Wow. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Teen Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up.
Shorty, where's the fucking happening at?
And people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked.
Period. Let's get into it.
Already. And they're in the pool, skinny dipping. and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, you know, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking. Mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like,
Chat. Does it sound like a lit party or a weird party? Like keep analyzing her story. Tell me when it's starting to get weird, or is it weird already? I don't know. It sounds like they're playing some up-tempo music. You let me know.
like me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. You know, I'm a good loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy.
He was jerking it?
Because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like,
wait, who?
Girl, do you see? I'm going to say. Other people, bro.
That's crazy.
Doing something real crazy.
Hey, you know what's crazy too is that there's hundreds of people there. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
I'm not gonna. It's like we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not gonna say what he was doing, but something really.
What do you mean with the Prince? Like with his son Prince?
I get real nervous. Something real crazy because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual. That's all I'm gonna say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on. Okay, so he's doing something with himself, and I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes, but mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my god, because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, you know, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. Da-da-da-da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like,
wait, but she's like, if she's feeling like it's weird already, he's like, go in the house. She's just like, okay. At that point, aren't you thinking, well, I'm probably safer outside with the homegirl. You know what I mean?
Looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl. Let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner.
Yo, who said in the chat they off that Draymond Green heady? Yo, stop playing.
Got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? like dressed up, little red lipstick. Like they weren't supposed to be there.
What
But I'm
the
just looking like
fuck?
maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like why would they be here? So I just like, okay.
She said there was little people dressed up as Juku Barbie. What the
Hey, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in,
Wait, the party was at 7 o'clock in the morning? What the fuck?
to be there. But I'm just looking like maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like,
That's crazy.
but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh hey, so I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like she's here. Oh my God, she's here. And then I see P Diddy, walking through the house like with his eyes on me, like like. Is this, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend.
She said, and I don't. What did you get
I
out
still
of
got my
there?
friend out there. So I walked out of the house and I'm telling her, like, oh my God, bitch. Like, this nigga oh my God, she like for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping. Like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, so I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like, I keep on having flashbacks about it. So whatever. So, of course, I come out, and then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two together like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see...
Or were they talking about Cuba Gooding Jr.?
All of this stuff come out. And I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the Prince. That's another story. From the Prince. From that house. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course. But, like, I had to, like, catch a taxi. Not even an Uber, a taxi to another location. And then I ended up going to the airport. And I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled. First, I'm getting lied to about how long I'm supposed to stay there. Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you're talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami. Or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this freak off? But because I'm not cooperating with what I see, and I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like, they want to see what you allow, what you cool with, and then next thing you know, boom, take that drink, you're drugged. Take that, you're out of it. Take that pill, because everybody was off something. But you had to be being in that environment like that.
How many people were at this event?
Like hundreds. Even when it was a certain amount outside, but in the house was really crowded. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, like, it was more people in the house.
And you walked around?
Yeah, I walked around for about 5 minutes. I seen what I need to see. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, sir. Because...
Hey, I ain't going to hold y'all, bro. Craziest part, she didn't even make it to the freak off, bro. But she thinks she was the freak off. That's not the freak off. We've heard enough. We know what the freak off is now. Don't we, chat? The freak off, the bodyguards stand outside the door. It ain't mad people walking in and out. No. It's straight
party.
fucking. It's straight fucking. This is clothesless fucking. You see, that's what people sometimes, you ever heard that song, After the Show is the After Party, and after the party is the hotel lobby, and after the, it's like, there's levels to this. If you're in the backyard, You got invited to a Diddy party. If you went inside, you went into the like that's the next level. But you probably got to get another invite and 2 more invites to really be in the freak offs.
The golden ticket.
Listen, ain't no listen.
That's crazy.
There are no just people just peeping into the freak off. By the time you get to the real freak off, you sucking some cock.
Yo.
You sucking some cock.
It was like selling your soul at that house. And if you like that, it's nothing to you. But if you're not like that, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And then it's like, at first I used to think P. Diddy was like, he always talk about team love and all of this stuff. Like he's all about, he all about sex, himself. And I know sex because I've dealt with men, Mark. So I know when somebody is trying to lead you on to stuff and sitting back acting like he's just this macho man. And he is a charmer though. That's one thing. Like he will charm the fuck out of you. But for me, that's so game tight. I'm like, I know what this is. And I'm ready to get to the music. Like, if that's the case, you should have been like, don't tell me you about to change my life and da-da-da. And, oh, have you been writing? Oh, that's another thing too. He was like, have you been writing the songs that I seen been telling you to write? Because the Prince wanted me to write out all the songs I ever made in my life. I said, without the beat? He's like, yeah, just start writing songs. So you never know. They'll take my music, drug me, fuck me, do whatever, and just throw me away. Basically.
I'm going to be honest with you. This sounds like she was getting sex trafficked by the Prince, not Diddy. She went to a party. She was out of her element. Was she possibly at risk of maybe being offered up by the Prince for someone to fuck, maybe even Diddy? Yes. But was this something that Diddy, this don't look like, well, maybe I can't say that. I don't know. If anything, it looked like she's more describing that there's a ring of men that offer women up and indulge in maybe some transportation of women who are down to have sex with whoever. And just like how we saw in that Kanye lawsuit, they basically said that that's used for leverage in business deals. I definitely believe that Diddy probably got favors from people by offering them women to sleep with.
Basically, or after you have something on me, when we do the music, you have that on me that this happened, and now I'm blackmailed or some shit like that. So, touching all on me at that party, even the rapper who touched all on me, like...
Now, I'll call cap on that. Hey, newsflash to a lot of women. When you are seen as a sexual commodity, niggas' brains don't think about your music. They cut that off. So the moment she describes, oh, maybe they were trying to get this on me in case when my music pops. No.
Yo.
They're looking at you like a sex worker, man.
No.
They may have lied to you about your hopes and dreams of being a musician, saying they would probably help further that, but they're looking at you as a whore, a sex worker, or someone who would be down to listen, even if it's dangling a carrot in front of your face, saying that you could have a career, whatever career you want. But they're not looking at you like, oh yeah, this is hopefully that if you blow up. No. They're looking at you as a woman who has a particular look that other men might find attractive, and someone who could sexually please powerfully. That's it.
I ever made in my life. I said, without the beat, he's like, yeah, just start writing songs. So you never know. They'll take my music, drug
But
me,
yeah, you got till tomorrow to sign up.
and just throw me away.
Now, I'm going to also be honest with y'all, chat. I don't think she was drugged either.
She just live breaking down.
So you're telling me that cocktail waitresses in a backyard that, again,
Breaking down.
there's women and men alike. They're just handing out roofies, handing out GHB and random drinks, or maybe not random to females, select females. And you tell me that the feds haven't brought in one of them people to no. I believe people use the word drug too liberally.
I don't know, dude. I hope it's a big play, though.
Diddy used drugs. I don't think he's drugging the whole party. I think Diddy, when he felt that he had a group of people
Talking to
that
me?
was down to have an orgy or a freak off.
I thought
He
you
supplied drugs to all of them.
Right now I'm just
That's
here
what I
at the
believe. He
crib,
supplied drugs to all of them.
streaming.
Maybe a little bit heavy-handed with like, nah, come on, nah, take this. Like, yo, we all take it. Everybody doing it.
Mm,
Maybe it's a drug that you're not used to. Under that pretense, you can say you're drunk. Yeah, I get it. But do I think that the regular Diddy parties outside, before you even get in the house, he's drugging everybody with the cocktail waitresses, with the fucking white glove and just walking around like this? I don't think so. We would just be hearing about. Everyone would just be like, yo, bro, every time I go to a Diddy party, I don't remember shit.
Let's do it. Let's try to stream real quick.
Now, again, two things could be true, right? You know,
Come through.
yeah, maybe he's not drugging people there. Maybe he's
So
drugging
yeah,
people
come through.
inside.
Let's do a
I just don't
reaction or
think
something.
the outside part is like.
We could go live real quick
But
off
here's the
our
thing:
channel.
we've heard so many drugging
'Cause it works
allegations.
now.
When somebody does mention that she thought she might have been, or she was at risk of being drugged,
It's all set up. I'll get
who are
a
we to
chat
tell her
again.
she's lying? Because there's too many allegations on Diddy. You can't even defend the nigga. That nigga.
Basically, or after you have something on me,
So
when we do
you
the
could
music,
park in
you have
my
that moment that this
stall.
happened, and now I'm blackmailed or some shit like that. So
Oh man.
touching all
The
on me at that
parking
party,
structure.
even the rapper who touched all on me,
Alright.
like that rapper was cool. Like I was liking that rapper, but when they were like you were doing all that,
Yeah.
what can I do? All I could do is just
It's
say like,
crazy,
saying like, oh, I'm
yeah.
fine, but you know, trying to like still be cool. But I'm like, why do everybody feel comfortable to just touch on you? Even P Diddy, like, why I look up and you're right there, and then like in
I'm
my
gonna
face,
wrap
like,
this live up real quick.
Now I'm gonna keep it a
and
beat.
then I'll
I've heard that
fucking-
Diddy's one of the people who get.
Just
touched
call me
on
when you're
everything.
outside.
Again, it's not defending, because I hear
Oh,
you touch
no,
niggas
no.
too, but we hear you fucks allegedly maybe men and women. So, yeah, that's kind of a little odd. Like, yo, bro, you know that one nigga who every time he's drunk, he always like hand on your shoulder, he want to punch you or something. Like, nigga, put the fucking hands to yourself.
Oh, do you want to do one of those?
like in my
Let's
house,
do it.
like look, like it's weird, like
Fuck
looking
yeah,
at him.
if you're down, I was watching.
It's
Honestly,
like
I was on our
when
channel
you're a
the
kid
other
and you're
day,
getting in trouble by your parent and you can't look
watching
them in
that
the face.
shit, thinking,
And it's like
man, we'll
a
never
demon.
be
I'm telling you, like this dark spirit, like he possessing you as he's looking
That's
at you.
kind of
That
crazy,
power, that
actually,
control.
because I really
So I'm
was
like,
thinking
I
that
read the
when I
article
was
and that shit.
watching.
Like, I know what you're doing, and you're trying to really
I
seduce
didn't
me right
know.
now.
I
And,
know.
oh, take a
I
drink.
just
Oh,
didn't
no.
know when.
Do this, do that. Go in there. Like it's just not nothing. And I want to know why me go in the house
Yeah.
and why not the girl.
But
So
yeah,
now you're
let's
picking
do
and choosing.
mixed drinks, bro. I'm down. That'll
So
be
it's fishy to
fun.
me. So when all this stuff started coming out, I was like, I knew I was right. I knew it.
I got
Like,
a couple
it
noodles
ain't no doubt
ready
about
to
that.
go
People
for
was
you.
doing all that. And like I say, I don't judge because I've been around people doing cocaine. But these hard drugs that they were doing and just,
Well, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, it was orgies
yeah.
and stuff going on. So all of this stuff going on, I'm like, why is people doing stuff all in the open? Like,
Where?
that's just
Oh,
offending me
you
and
talking about
assaulting me,
Sevi?
period. Because we're in my act. I didn't sign up for this. And how can I really get out? So I have to like ease my way on out. You know, it's security, but they not caring about what happens as long as that phone is closed.
Yeah, you can. You're right.
They damn near
But you tell
don't care
them to
if
bake
somebody
it.
died
if
up
you
in
do
there.
that,
Ain't nobody
yeah.
could film it.
'Cause
Did they
they're
were famous
baking
people
it,
or
and
not?
they're
It was a whole bunch of
bakers,
famous people.
brother.
Like 4 famous people and then some Instagram models. Hmm.
Yeah,
And the whole
they'll do
time
it.
just
The
was like
guy
trying
in
to
there,
undress
the
me with his
people in there are cool.
And I
as
was thinking
fuck,
like,
'cause,
this is really no
they
cap
like
because at that
already
time,
know, but it's cool to
you know, I
ask,
always do
like,
scheme.
hey,
So at that
will
time,
you'll cook it for
the
me?
son who came up to
Usually
me, I
they'll
was
be
like,
like, and we'll cook it for you. Don't worry
boy,
about it.
is it because I resemble your mom? Like, you know, like Kim Porter, like
Cool
stuff like that. Like,
people.
you just never know. Like, I feel like, you know, P. Diddy does have a
Oh,
type.
and then put
I
your
feel
phone
like
number in
everybody that was in that
on the
house, it was a
points. You
certain
might
type
get
of
$1 or
person. It was
$2
a certain
off.
type of something that he wanted and what he liked. And you could just tell, like, he get whatever he wants. That's why he has no problem touching on you, being all in your face, popping up on you, being obnoxious, and just hounding you until you do what he says. And that's just
Oh yeah,
how the
bring a
industry
pizza.
is
I'm down.
already, especially him. He got a lot of
I
money.
mean, you do
You're
whatever
a
you
singer
want, but
as well,
when
right?
you
Yeah,
come on
so
through,
they probably
let's
like, do
make
you want
some,
this opportunity or what?
make some
And I'm like,
reaction.
not that damn bad, but I do want it. I do.
Oh.
But if I already got a bad vibe and I'm seeing stuff
I want to
that
show
you're
you
into,
my
I already
arm,
know how
dude.
this is gonna be. So I don't want
I
to,
got
like,
new
you know,
tattoos.
ignore some red flags and then I'll be in trouble because of you. Like literally in trouble. Like we know his past, like Shine the rapper, he could be in jail because of him. Like don't think just because I'm from where I'm from, you could just do
That's
anything. And that's
fucking
the
terrible. No.
that's why I never really said nothing about it.
It
'cause
says
I just feel like,
gaff.
who am I? You know, he got money. Like, ain't nobody gonna
It
believe
says
me.
gaff backwards.
I have all the receipts. I have it all in my Snap to this day. It never went nowhere.
It says
That
your
was just my
name, dude.
experience just being in Miami for the first time. I didn't know that I was about to end up at P. Diddy's house.
Did you take photos outside the
Give a
house?
fuck. Oh,
When I got my
wow.
phone back, yeah.
Videos or something?
I took videos when I was going to the house before I knew this was some weird shit. And then
I'm gonna
when I
wrap
got the
this
phone,
live up real quick.
I ended up
Hit me when you get here.
recording, and then I had the shoes on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I
Alright.
think she was at a regular industry party. Hey, let me
Yo,
just say
yo,
how
yo,
regular
hip hop heist, man. I gotta wrap that
cater to
up.
the
My
millionaires
bad.
and celebrities.
Got a
If
quick
you are
couple errands to
when you're
run.
at a
We're gonna be back later on
industry
tonight,
party,
though. I
you
heard there
should
was a bombshell
easily and
that they
quickly
dropped
identify why you're there.
on the
And
Corey
if you
Holcomb
can't
show
identify it, someone
with
can.
Jaguar, right? So we're gonna
If you're a
wrap
pretty
this up,
woman with
and we're
no
gonna keep it
type of
rocking, man. Hip hop
attachment
heist.
to another guy, you're not an
Everything
Xbox
is
One, that's
clever,
not your
man. Do what
boyfriend.
thou wilt. Be
You're not
happy.
fucking on him exclusively.